Hi guys, Sam here. I'm on the road on a hunt for Mini Coopers. We fueled together in a petrol station, dilly-dallied for a few minutes and gone. Can't find them on the road anywhere. Take a step back, and explain why am I hunting for Mini Coopers on the road on a Saturday instead of just holiday. So a few weeks back, I'm getting my car washed in a car wash, and in comes a Mini Cooper, a really pretty Mini Cooper. So obviously I have to talk to the guy, and we begin talking, and he tells me about this charity drive that they're doing on the 10th of October to KITUI. And obviously I asked if I can join, and them being who they are, the amazing car people that they are, said yes, I can come record, spend the whole day with them. We did some shopping yesterday to contribute to the charity drive, and yes, so back to my current situation. Where the fuck are the Mini Coopers? Cause I'm supposed to be driving behind them recording, and I can't find them. So the next time I'm doing this again, we're recording this again, hopefully I'll have caught up to them. So yeah. Before we do that, before I catch up to them, maybe I can give you a brief history. Currently owned by BMW since I think 2000, when I think BMW sold Rover, and they managed to keep the Mini Cooper brand, quote unquote. I don't know what term to use. And yeah, so initially I think the car was founded in 1968, or I don't remember the numbers exactly, or 1952. Don't exactly remember the numbers. You can Wikipedia that shit. You can look it up yourself. But essentially, they are very old cars that have been maintained. Like it takes some of these cars we're going to be going through today are from like the 70s, 80s, and maybe some of them are older. So for them to be running on the road in 2020, you can imagine how much care and love they require, and how much attention they require. And the kind of people who give the cars that attention are people who have a lot of my respect. So, and that's who we're going to be spending the day with. So yeah, let's find them, I guess. Past Matu so far, and still haven't caught up to these cars. And to be honest, this is turning out to be really interesting, because for such old cars, for such like antique small old cars, I was thinking, just part of me shamelessly was thinking that I would find them littered on the road or something. Okay. Because well, they are BMW engines, so we all know that. Let's not get into that. So again, let's not forget, these are cars that are some of them are from like the 1970s, 80s, 90s, probably the earliest ones, other than the new ones, obviously, the past 2000s. And they're still... Let me pick this. Hello? Jack. Huh? Hello, Jack. Hello?
Hey,
Sema. Nishapita Matukita about 5 minutes ago. Sasa ndo nakaribia junction ya kuingia na Kitui.
Sawa.
Haya, mshapita junction?
Tuko kwa barabara sasa.
Haya, poa basi, niko tu nyuma yenyu. Haya, poa basi. Yeah, yo, so like you heard, they're just up ahead of me, but that's the point. These are cars that are like 20, 30, 40, some of them probably even 50 years old, and they are still chaping long distance like it's nothing, like it's just like any other car. And that's the brilliance of old cars, because we'll go into them and you'll see how old cars were built, just so minimal, because the technology back then wasn't as advanced as it is right now. So you had to make do with whatever is available. So which is why these cars are so minimal, and which is why whenever you're like, if you're ever stuck anywhere, like in a forest or with an old car or a new car, sometimes more often than not, personally, I'll prefer old cars, because old cars you can always fix something, you can always make something out of something, you can always fix something with something. New cars, you open that fucking bonnet and nothing makes sense. Everything is computers, and I'm not complaining. I'm very, very grateful for computers, because new car, there's no, I don't want to go into that argument. Like, new is always better because we're continually improving and continually getting better. But you have to pay homage and you have to show respect, and you have to honor and respect the old, because that's how it all began. And back then, you had to be so resourceful, so creative, because you had so little to work with. And this is why these cars, to date, you will find it's still working. And yeah. So anyway, really, really looking forward to catching up to those dealerships, so I can see them and we can see them up closer. So yeah. It's been a while now. Okay, well, not a while, a few minutes since the last recording, and still no minis. And I'm starting to suspect that these might have been a figment of my imagination.
Why are you crying?
I wanted to see minis so bad, I made it happen, but on close scrutiny, it all falls apart. But if you forget about the rumored minis for a moment, for just a second, if you forget about them, and sorry about that, and you look at the road we're driving on and everything around, it's such a gorgeous road to drive on. Has a lot of mad drivers. You have to drive really carefully, in the sense that you have to pretend everyone else around you is a madman. Like, you expect someone to just swerve across or some shit like that. But if you drive slowly, just cruise and just look at everything around and just enjoy the sun and the beautiful Saturday, I don't know, holiday, it's a pretty nice drive. So that's where we're at right now. Rumored minis and good road trip. So yeah, see you in a minute when we maybe find them. So yeah, bye. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Idiots on the road. And then naenda kuangalia huku kando, naona ni deep hivi, so I have to like karibia it as much as I can bila kwa not too far. Alafu nakumbuka gari yangu ni gani? Ni nini? Rear wheel drive. What the fuck was that? Jesus. Reckless driving left, right and center. And because the road is so windy, like, why? 2 seconds. 2 seconds ungoja tu nipite. And then that's it, utapita. There's no car driving behind me. So, we found them. Believe it or not, we did. But even what's more surprising is we've lost them again. No idea where they are again. So it sounds like I'm making this up. I swear to God, I am not making this up. So we found them. They had stopped somewhere. So we took a few photos with them, talked with a few of the owners, and because I wanted to record them leaving, I let each one of them go, and then we got stopped by at some roadblock for like a few seconds. Now they're gone again. So yes, but I know they are not far this time. They are about a few minutes ahead of where I am right now. So I'm just going to continue driving straight, and hopefully they don't take any diversions into anywhere, and I will catch up to them. I should probably call one of them and ask for directions, more specific directions. Oh yeah, here they are. Oh yay, not too far. Told you they were just here. All of them actually. Lost them again. This is a joke now. Are there small cars nimepita hapa?
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, cause I know that
You're going to think I'm making this up, but at this point, I think these fuckers can teleport. But anyway, I stopped to talk with them, and this is most of the engine capacity for these cars is about 1.3 liters, and the tank fills up at a value of fuel value of like 2,500 thereabout, and they're telling me to get to Kitui from Nairobi. It only took them half that tank, and the efficiency on such an old engine and reliability on such an old engine is just bloody remarkable, to be honest. They told me that was it last year but one, they made a drive to Uganda, these same cars, and only one broke down, and didn't break down completely, just that you couldn't shift gears to, I think, gear number 4, so they had to drive, their car had to drive back with an up level gear of up to gear number 3. And that's the point. Like, the more I talk to them, the more I'm like amazed by these cars, by especially the reliability, performance, because you've seen, if you watch the video so far, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The performance on these cars, the reliability, and these cars are not empty, by the way. Something you should notice: these cars and these Coopers are not empty. Most of them only have 2 people. The back seats are full of the shopping for where we're going the back seats is full of food stuff. So they are not light cars, they are heavy, and they're still, I don't know how many kilometers from Nairobi so far. I need to check that, and there's still no breakdowns, no nothing. Smooth journey all the way to Kisumu. Jesus Christ, Kisumu. Kitui, past Kitui now. And that's my point. Reliability on such old machines, and so far so good. I'll keep on saying this the entire day. The more I hang out with these people, the more I hang out with these cars, the more amazed I am by them. Because just look at how they look at how small they are, how tiny their engines are, and yet how powerful and reliable they are at the same time. Kuna jumpers. Mtahitaji jumpers ama utili. Poa, msafiri salama. Okay.
Hiyo ni security. Haya, what's next? Ni hivyo, sasa.
Where you guys left off was we were chasing the minis, hunting for them, but as you can see, we're home. We finally found them, and with us here is the lead person here, the person who's going to tell us about everything. But before we get to that, we have about 10 minis here, and I hear there are more. First of all, I didn't know we had this many minis in the country, to be honest, and I'm genuinely pleasantly surprised. And on to
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, so my name is Chris, one of the Mini Lovers. Just to give you a brief history, Mini Lovers was formed in 2012, April. So it's about 8 years in existence. Probably we started in Nairobi, but right now we are in more than 5 counties, as I might say. So we have guys in Mombasa, we have guys in Nyeri, we have guys in Nakuru, but ideally Nairobi is the hub for Mini Lovers.
Yeah.
So with this, our goal was actually to come together as a club and help each other to source parts. But after a while, we realized it's more than parts, it's more than passion, and it became very strong passion out of sourcing parts. If you look at today, right now, we have about 40 active members. So you had your own car, you don't know where to source parts, and over time, we like connected to each other by stopping, guys on the road. You see guys in a mini and you chase him, stop him, and tell him, you know what. We have a club, we are trying to come together to source parts. Yeah. Others bought the story, others didn't buy the story, they came in later. Yeah. But if you look at right now, it's been 8 years in the club. Beyond passion, beyond driving the Mini Cooper, we realized that we can also transform lives. Yeah. So today we've done about 8 children's homes each year. Yeah. We do a specific children's home in a different area of the country. Yeah. Right now we've done 8 in Isiolo, Narok. We have Mombasa. We've done KITUI. This is the first time in KITUI County. Oh. And how we select these homes is actually randomly. We thought that Nairobi homes are more served by a lot of people, because Nairobi, anyone can walk into a children's home and donate. Exactly, close to our homes and all that. But if you look at the homes that are outside Nairobi, it's a challenge, and ideally to get a home like this, someone driving from Nairobi to come here to donate, it's quite a challenge. Yeah. Unless you come from KITUI County and come to the home, then now actually you can donate. Yeah. But our strategy is to go online, look for this children's home, make a call, engage the owners, like give us a brief story. Then after that conversation, we are actually able to pick up the need, and we are able to come and serve you. Okay. So what we do, we rely on members' contribution. Okay. So it's not money we get from a company or all that. Yeah. All this is pulled by the members. So they fuel their cars, they donate, they reach out to their friends. What to have this trip I'm doing? Would you mind throwing in something? Maybe throw in clothes, throw in milk and all that. Okay. But going forward, we're looking into growing this, to be a very big event where we also welcome corporates to support us. Yeah. Despite what we do from our pockets, it might never be enough, and it will never be enough. Yeah. But you see now pulling guys together from other worlds, from other cars to come and join in, then we can transform lives. Yeah. So our part in doing this is transform lives in everywhere that we go. Even if we're not going to come back again, we want to ensure that we reach as many homes as possible within a span of 5 years. Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah. And then, so that's actually, I'm really, really amazed by how much you guys have been able to do, the stuff that you've been able to bring here, the fact that you are here in the middle of nowhere and bringing all this stuff, and in the middle of a pandemic. I was really, really moved by this, which is why I really, really wanted to come beyond the cars, because anyone can do a drive, anyone can do a weekend drive, but this requires more thought, this is more deliberate, and I love this. And then especially because it's car people, my people, and then you're the ones doing this. I genuinely am honored to be part of this, and hopefully I'll join you guys for more trips, because this has been a lot of fun, especially trying to catch up with you guys. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Actually most of us think because we are driving a small car, it can't do beyond even 50 kph, right?
That's a lie. But
I can tell you for sure, you should meet us on the road. We don't like speed. Of course, speed is not good. Yeah. But we managed to even 100 plus is good. It's good speed if the road is good and you know how to keep your lane. You know when to overtake, when not to overtake. Yeah. One thing that we actually push in our club is safety. Yeah. Safety at any given time. So even if we are driving, we'll ensure that our guys don't drink. We ensure that we comply with the road rules. Yeah. No stupid overtaking. Like you have to obey all the road signs and all that. Yeah. So We're all about that. So, and that's why we've kept these monsters in a very good state.
And that's why you've been able to do this for since 2012?
Since 2012 and beyond. Actually, 2012 is when the club was formed.
Okay.
Meaning, going back, each and every member used to have his own car from wherever you are, but not knowing that there's a community somewhere where you can, express yourself and own a car.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us more specifically about this one right here.
Yeah. So mine is a 1984 model.
1984.
1984. This is my fourth Mini to own right now. The other Minis I've sold over the years.
So you get one.
You get a shell, build it up, import parts, and the parts. Like I can't say there's any part that is locally available. Yeah. So you have to have a network of importation and bringing the parts in. Yeah. When it comes to the mirrors, the grills, the side mirrors, the tires and the rims, which are never locally available, especially
including
the tires. Yes. Yeah. So you have to get the tire and the rim. From minispares.com.
Wait, so that means if your tire blows, you park your car until you get another one?
Ideally, yes and no, because we have very slim tires that the ones you see in Marutis and the rest. But if you look at their profile, they're quite small. They're not comfortable with the Mini. If I can install that kind of a tire here, it means I look like I've swallowed the tires in some point, and because it has body arches and all that, so it look very funny and tiny because it looks like you're housing the tires. So for you to get this, you have actually to go online, purchase, go to a shipping company, pay for the fees and have them in the country. So that takes about 2 weeks to have the parts here. So it's about 2 weeks.
Now tell us about the engine, because that's what I'm really curious about.
The engine actually is default, 1300cc. Mine is injection. Okay. So in Japan you can get injection. The entire unit with the ECU and the throttle and all that, you can get it from Japan.
So you had to import the whole thing.
Ideally
so you bought a shell?
Ideally, this was a shell. I wish you could see the pictures of before and after. Okay. It was purely a shell.
Hopefully you get them, because I'd like to do the comparison.
Yeah, then before then, I didn't have the arches, I didn't have the tires, I didn't have anything. So I did about 2 resprays on the car. There are a lot of rust. Actually, it's still project ongoing project. It's not yet done. As you look at it right now, it's not yet done. I have some rust down there. I have to remove all the panels every now and then. Do it afresh. Weld it afresh. And restart the whole thing again.
And what's the goal? What's the whole thing of, because this is your 4th cycle? So what's the goal of building and selling? And then is it the joy? Is it the money? Is it both?
I'll say I sold then because of you want to have a better Mini every now and then. But if you ask me right now, I'll not sell it. The idea is this took me about 4 years to build it the way it is. So I'm not planning to go that journey again. My plan right now is to make it better and better in terms of paint job. And my goal and my dream is to hand this car to my young son.
Oh, that's amazing. That's beautiful, actually.
So my young boy is, my plan is to actually hand it over when he grows up, and this will be his birthday gift at some point. And you know what?
I took clock 18, for instance.
Clock 18, you're now ready to drive. This will be his first car. That's my dream to hand over to my son.
I feel like this is something that should be passed down, never sold, generation to generation to generation, because it's beyond words. Like I can't explain how amazing these cars are. So something interesting I had, the engine, not the engine, the fuel tank is tiny, about 2,500 in Mejaza yote.
Actually, mine does about 2,500. Okay. And I can give you an example. The other day I drove to Mombasa. It consumed about 2,000 one way to Mombasa town.
Wait, are you talking about an engine from 1980?
Yes.
80?
1984.
1984? Yes. 2,000 from Nairobi to Mombasa? Okay. Half of the modern cars we have can't do anything close to that, to be honest. Nowhere near that. True. And this is just beyond amazing. And so tell me more about this. I heard that you guys did a trip to Uganda sometime.
So about 2017, 2016, we did a drive to Kampala. So like I mentioned, every year we have a goal to do a specific area and miles and distance to cover. So that year we did Nairobi to Kampala. We spent about 2 days in Kampala and came back. So that was about more than 2,000 kilometers to and back.
Actually, maybe I should explain this a bit. So last year I did a drive to Jinja. That's not even to Kampala. That's way closer than for Nyege last year. I was driving a Prado manual speed. It was a manual, the 6-speed one there, I think from 205 or something. And I drove all the way to and from back. And the only reason I went with that car is because I knew it was 100% reliable. And I remember how tired I was. So you mean to tell me, like, all these cars drove all the way to Kampala and back?
And back after 2 days, and we came back. And it doesn't mean we parked those cars. Even when we were in Kampala, we were still doing drives within Kampala.
Because I've had some of these cars actually daily drives for
some of them are daily drives. Some of us is not daily drive. depending on the nature of your job. If you're going to rough road, it's not a car you want to use.
Of course, you don't want to do
so
that.
it depends on what you do, but most of them are daily drives. And as you can see, that one next there is a project, in progress.
Ongoing,
You can imagine you want to see it after like about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
You'll be on this status
Yeah, I can
after
see.
a few. So you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for sure, it's not a cheap affair.
Yeah.
There's so much involved in terms of manpower, ensuring your things are there. When you're doing a paint job, you're almost there, almost
So
daily.
let's do a rough estimation, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say you were to somehow miraculously find a Mini Cooper shell.
Yeah.
How much would you put it?
The shell will go as cheap as 50,000, even with an
really?
engine that are installed. Yeah, you can find them, where somewhere, even here in KITUI, the old days,
Shambas.
the old guy having it kept somewhere. But I can tell you for sure, there's so much involved. You have to tow that car to a garage.
Yeah.
Right? You have to strip everything out of it.
To a rust, the body has to be stripped down to
it has to be like a shell that you can even carry as light as that. Then you have now to start sourcing, getting parts all together again. So it involves like rust removement. These cars are old, and the only challenge that we have with them is rust.
Okay.
And every time you keep water under them and all that, they quickly rust. Everything here is probably tumor, totally tumor. So you leave it on water and all that,
Just
that's
rust,
rusting.
yeah.
So there's that process that you have to like remove all that, do a respray, and then again you have to get someone who actually knows how to do the piping and the wiring.
Yeah.
The wiring it looks tiny, but it's a big trouble.
Actually, there was one that was opened earlier. I don't know if you got a shot of that.
Yeah.
Because of how tiny the car is, everything is just like it looks so compact. Everything is
full.
just there. Like if you want to fix something that's down there,
You have to open a couple of things.
Exactly, you have to take out so many things to be able to access stuff.
And that's
down
why you
there.
have to get a reliable mechanic, and that was our big challenge way back.
Yeah.
Right now I can say we have 2 or 3, 4 guys that are reliable.
Or garages that you guys work with.
Yeah, we have one in Kangwai that actually progressively go back to.
Okay.
And that's the guy actually do services before you do long distances.
Yeah.
You find us queuing there with a cashier. Hey, next, Toka, Yako, next, before you do a trip.
Yeah.
That's what we call it like a mini meeting before a drive, because all of us end up there. You have to have your car checked, especially doing long distance. Your bosses are in good shape and all that, and your car is running smoothly, service, and then you'll go. But ideally, a rough estimate to make one that is moving, I sell about a mic.
Okay.
A mic clearly.
That should be your budget.
Yeah, that should be a budget.
Okay, that's pretty. This has been actually pretty and enlightening.
Yeah.
And when I came today, to be honest, because I had no idea how many minis were coming.
Yes.
I had no idea how friendly you people are going to be, because I'm meeting most of you guys for the first time. I've only met Jack for the first time, and I can say this has been like, you guys are so welcoming. You're so friendly. You're so like, I've had so much fun, and beyond that, beyond just having fun for the sake of fun, we're doing something charitable. We're doing something beyond ourselves, beyond the cars, beyond just driving, and I'm really I'm out of words. Like, I'm really overjoyed by this.
Awesome. So I'd like to say final thought. Thank you very much for covering this, and as Mini lovers, we extend our appreciation to you guys. We also thank you guys, and we hope the next few drives you guys are going to be tagging along.
Yeah, we will.
For pictures, for shots, and all that. So you guys are welcome anytime that you want to feel.
Okay.
Like
Thank you so
by.
much for having
Follow our page on Instagram and Facebook. We're known as Mini lovers in Kenya.
Okay.
Our details are there when you inbox us. I run most of the pages, so I'll respond quickly and we get your issues sorted.
And that's what actually that means actually because I just started doing this a few weeks back.
Okay.
And I think I've found my new best friends actually for the next few months. Yeah. So thank you so much for having us.
Cheers, man. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
Nice.
See you.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's do this.
Oh, boom.
Yeah.
By the way,
Mini
lovers in Kenya. Mini lovers in Kenya, and we have mini lovers in Kenya.
And this one,
the
get
Kenyan
this one
job.
too.
So
The
this
Kenyan
was the
job. This comes
Mombasa
in
t-shirts. So every time we have a trip, this was the Kenyan job t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the red one.
Yeah.
Where is he?
They're different color. We have yellow.
What's his name? The guy in red. The guy in red.
This is one of our designs as well.
Yeah.
Love my mini. So you can always get this through our page. You can always inbox us if you want one of them, and it can be customized to have your name, if you're a mini lover and all that, right?
I'm actually looking for a project. I still haven't settled on what I'm going to build, and to be honest, this I'm loving. I'm loving
Join
this,
us.
and I can't wait to join you.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see we could be true. We can be true. I want you to see what I see in us. Something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know
conquer all the oceans you can name. No, we won't take.
As you can see, it's at the end of the day, and it's actually 1 minute to 8 p.m. and we're done with the day. So today started off in a really, at the very least, interesting way, because we had no idea what we were walking into or what we were going to meet or the kind of people we were going to meet today, and I'm beyond amazed. I'm beyond, I don't even have the words to express this, because today what started off as very basic day, a blank day, turned into a hunt for Mini Coopers, literally practically for half the day, but eventually we caught up to them and we had an amazing time. These are a group of people who have been doing this for about 8 years now, and you, like from the interview earlier, you'll hear the number of places they've hit, and they've been doing this just because they can, like simply because they can. And that's actually what has been moving me, or has moved me practically all day. Beyond just the cars, it's ideally the people. Began a day that was just purely supposed to be about cars ended up like first of all, these are cars that are really old, really well built, really well serviced and maintained, and somehow what took the show are not even what took the show today, what took the day, it's not even the cars, it's the people. And don't get me wrong, like the cars are amazing, but the people driving these cars, the people who own this car are beyond special, beyond how special their cars are. And there's this funny thing that has been running in my head all day. There's this comic I like called Preacher. And there's this thing Jessica Star keeps on saying he says a lot. I don't know if it's Jessica Star. Like, be one of the good guys because there's far too many of the bad. And this is a perfect example of that. People who are good just because they choose to. Like, they're not doing this to show off, because I feel like this is the first time even anyone has even come to document this in 8 years and all that. They've just been sharing this on their social media and their channels and stuff like that, and yet they continue to do this and they'll continue to do this. And anytime they're going anywhere, to be honest, and I'm available, I'll be joining them and documenting it every bloody time. Now to the cars. The cars are beyond exceptional, like they're beyond amazing, and as you can see, like, they're so well maintained, they're just crisp, perfect. And also, by the way, before I mention, I'm going to do part 2 of this episode, where we're going to have the car and look more deeply into the cars, and actually, I thought of something interesting. We thought of something interesting. We're going to have a poll, and whichever car that guys like the most is the one we're going to actually have on part 2. The best 3 cars or the best 1 car, whichever is available, we're going to have on part 2 to actually look at it more in depth, and yes, and ideally look at the car more. So in conclusion, today, what started off as a hunt for Mini Coopers, as a random road trip, as just the emotions of the day, and this could not have been any better. I could not have had a better road trip with these cars. I could not have had a better day with these cars, and I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing these cars again. We didn't get to drive them, like I said, I didn't get to drive them, so I'm hoping in the next episode we get to do that, I get to do that, and then again record the whole thing again. So I want to give thanks to the Mini Cooper lovers. And I cannot emphasize this enough. I have no words to describe how grateful I am to the Mini Cooper group, because I've never felt more welcome by a random group of strangers. Before today morning, I had only met one of them who invited me to join the rest. And by the time I'm leaving, I'm friends with all of them. Like, we are this close to actually deciding to staying in Kitui and sleeping over here, but we're going to be leaving them and going back to Nairobi because of how amazing these people have been, how big their hearts are, how amazing, like how distant of human beings, like beyond distant, beyond amazing. Like, again, which is why I keep on mumbling, I do not have words to express how amazing these people are. So grateful to them. So grateful to each and every member in that group for allowing us to tag along and ideally be a fly on the wall the whole day and ideally observe everything they're doing and document this. I'm so grateful the reception from the last video, the comments, I listened to them. As you can see, this video is a bit different from the first one, and we're going to continually improve the videos as we go by. So like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and yeah, let's see you on the next one. Oh, also to mention, I'll leave all the extra information that I haven't mentioned, the links to the Mini Cooper group, their YouTube page, their Facebook page, their Instagram page, all this information, I'll leave it in the description for you guys to actually go and follow these people. Because even on the drive, to be honest, or even on because half of the cars we were with today were not Mini Coopers, which is actually the other amazing thing about these people. Whoever you are, you can join them, they'll be welcoming. Just come and join. Just that's their. I feel like that's their motto. Just come join us. Let's go have fun. Let's go do things. And again, I'm mumbling. So like and subscribe. See you guys on the next special feature, I guess. And this was amazing. This was a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue doing this. And I like the momentum that ideally I've picked up so far. So see you guys on the next one. Yeah.